Of International Yoga Day, we speak to one corporate thought leader who has been a proponent and active practitioner of yoga for the last many years. Vinati Saraf Mutreja, the MD of Vinati Organics, joins us now. And those are some visuals, some stills of Vinati, practicing yoga over the last many years. Very, very complicated. Looks like she's been, an active practitioner. Vinati, thanks so much for joining us. We were having a chat with Rajiv Bajaj a couple of hours ago on the importance of yoga, and he told us about how it's helped him through the best and worst times in his life. Going by the pictures that you sent us, it looks like you've been practicing yoga for a long time. How has it helped you?
Yeah, hi Sonia. Thanks for having me here today. Actually, yoga, well, I have been practicing on and off, I would say, for many years. But quite honestly, really more religiously and consistently, my journey with yoga started during COVID. I think, during the first lockdown, a lot of us were going through anxiety, and especially I, and it was absolutely knew what's going on. Children are home, everyone, things work from home. And that's when I started yoga, properly. And since then, I must say the last 3 years, what a journey it has been. I have gone, as you can see this picture, I'm somewhere in Rishikesh doing yoga. I've tried aerial yoga. I saw you flashing some pictures of that, me hanging upside down. And now I have an instructor that comes home, practice it thrice a week. What I realize it does is, of course, it gives you flexibility, improves your strength. And every time after you play a sport or, do a gym workout, the next day I must do yoga. That's the only way my body stays flexible and your muscles don't stiffen. Apart from that, what it does to you mentally is, remarkable. I find I'm a lot calmer, more at peace. I sleep better. I can make, decisions at ease at work.
All right, we'll ask you about what decisions you've made recently about work in just a bit. But Vinati, you've been running a company as the MD of a listed company. It's difficult to make time for fitness activities, right? I mean, doing yoga thrice a week, and this is over and above the other fitness activities that you do. What do you advise to people who might be struggling with the time to do these activities?
No, I think 1 hour a day, 45 minutes to 1 hour a day on any form of fitness is a must. So, yoga is twice. The other couple of days could be a gym workout, could be a sport that you play, tennis or anything. And I think that 1 hour everyone can remove, especially today, when hours are more flexible. That is one thing that the last three years have taught us.
Is there a quick hack that you can give to all our viewers right now? I mean, these pictures obviously require specialized settings, yoga mats, and the beautiful locale of Rishikesh and all these places that you've been to. But for all of us who are sitting in cubicles, is there a special hack that you can give us that we can practice on a regular basis, even if we don't get that 1 hour?
Absolutely. Now there's so much online classes happening and online meditation happening. And even if you can just remove 10 minutes or 15 minutes in the middle of your work day to just sit, close your eyes, maybe chant the Gayatri mantra and repeat the word Om 10 times, I think the rest of your day can do wonders for you.
So, just one more question before we move on to business, right? As Mangalam was pointing out, time is a big issue. And I think for people like you who are trying to perhaps balance motherhood, work, exercise, I know you have 2 children. You were talking about how COVID was a very tough time for you because children were at home. I sometimes face the same issue. So I just want to understand that, can one really have it all? Or is it a struggle most times for people like you?
This is not a yoga-related question, but, in any case, and it applies for both, right? Men and women. And having that all, I think by all you mean a fulfilling family life, a fulfilling career, as well as good health. And we all strive for that. And, and why not? I don't see a career is worth it without good health or without a complete family life, and vice versa.
Absolutely. And it's a struggle every day, right? I get that. Let's talk a little bit about the business because, the IBB space, wanted to understand. I mean, you continue to be a market leader there. But what is the demand looking like right now? There is, of course, some talk of a slowdown expected, especially in Q3 and Q4. or in the later half of the year. But you tell us what is the outlook and what kind of growth do you think you can eke out for the business?
See, honestly, we spoke about a month back. And since then, nothing much has changed. Nothing drastic has happened. Q3 and Q4 last year, we saw a great pickup of demand in both our large segments, IBB as well as ATBS. And we are seeing destocking, especially in ATBS in Q1 and Q2. IBB has been doing all right so far, but I expect there to be a slight slowdown in Q2 and maybe pick up in Q3. Having said that, the other products are making up for this, such as butyl phenols, as well as some niche products that are doing quite well that go into flavors and fragrances. So I expect FY24 on the whole to be in line with FY23.
All right, FY24 is in line with FY23, but FY25 is where you believe that there could be some recovery for ATBS, right? Because everyone's believing that, a lot of the end users of ATBS have been destocking lately. Have you faced that? And of all the industries that you cater to, which is the one which is, facing the most pressure?
Right. In the near short term, yes, mostly coming from the oil and gas segment. But we are still going ahead with our ATBS expansion, which is expected to be complete by March. So the long-term outlook, when I say on annual, it grows in 2-digit, the demand for these products, that hasn't changed, because one must realize that last year the product grew up by 35%. So, so that is why this year is flat. But if one looks at the complete picture over a 3-year horizon or a 5-year horizon, you do find a compounded growth rate of close to 15%.
You've also started commercial supply of antioxidants, and I think you're expecting that to contribute to your revenues from Q1 of this year. Can you tell us what could the contribution look like, not just in the very near term, but also, say, 2 to 3 years out?
Sure. So antioxidants is in the viral additives division. Yes. We are still waiting for the NCLT, the last final approval. We've gotten the shareholder approval, the lender approval, etc. It's just taking a bit longer than I expected. But once that is confirmed, then it starts adding to our revenue stream. The overall potential for those products over the next 2 to 3 years is on top of $100 million, close to 800 crores.
And that happens by when?
Well, to reach that capacity utilization, it will take us 2 to 3 years.
All right. And what about the butyl facility as well? I mean, you have Viral Organics, right?
Yes.
Which is MEHQ.
Yeah, butyl phenols is in Vinati Organics, and that has been up and running for the last 2 to 3 years. That's presently running at 60-70% utilization. In fact, that is what is making up for the lost sort of the slowdown in demand in ATBS. That's doing all right. In Viral Organics, which is a 100% subsidiary of Vinati, that is where we will be starting our new products, anisole-based products like MEHQ, Guacol, and FOMAP. And that is also expected to come on stream by March 2024.
And what's the revenue potential there? And are these like high margin products?
These are low volume, high margin products. Revenue potential of those 3 to 4 products combined is about 300 crores.
Okay. All right, Vinati, all the best with the business, with the work-life balance, and also with yoga. It was great to see, your exercise and your practice over the last many years, and hope you continue to maintain and strike that balance. Thanks a lot for joining in.
Thank you.
All right, that's Vinati Organics talking about the business and life with yoga on International Yoga Day. You'll continue to see snippets of that interview through the